evening. On behalf of Director at SCERT, ECCE cell, and teacher trainees of the Diploma in Foundational Stage Education, it's my privilege to welcome all of you to this special occasion, ECCE Day celebration. We are deeply honored by the presence of our special guest, Madam Additional Secretary to the Government of Nagaland, Department of School Education, and distinguished officials from the Department of DOSC, Social Welfare, Samara Shiksha, respected school heads of the Alkel block, our valued partners like the Lecture team, the Elevate team, members of the media, officers from SCERT, and all invited guests. We are also delighted to welcome the children of GPS Garuzu, whose participation adds joy to this celebration. We look forward to their participation during the exhibition. Your presence here today reflects a shared commitment towards strengthening of early childhood education, which forms the very foundation of lifelong learning and holistic development. Today's program will take us through to the voices, the experiences, the culture, the innovations, all centered around child's learning and early learning. To set the tone of today's program, may I now invite our respected director, Madam Karafe, to deliver the keynote address.
A very warm and cheerful good morning to all of you. It is truly a pleasure to be here today on the occasion of ECCE Day, an awareness and experience day organized by the ECCE SAIL SCERT Nagaland, along with our in-service teacher trainees of the 2-year Diploma in Foundational Stage Education. I warmly welcome our special guest, Chale, Additional Secretary, Department of School Education, officials from School Education, from Samara Shiksha, Lecture, Social Welfare, all the dignitaries, friends, and everyone present here this morning. At the outset, let me say, this is not just another program, it is a celebration of childhood itself, a celebration of curiosity, creativity, and the joy of learning that begins in the earliest years of life. When we think of our children, our young children, we are reminded that the smallest feet do indeed leave the deepest footprints, especially in shaping the future of our society. Friends, today's event also reflects a much larger national vision. The National Education Policy 2020 has placed unprecedented emphasis on early childhood care and education. It clearly tells us that the foundation of all future learning is laid in the early years. Building on this, the National Curriculum Framework for Foundational Stage 2022 and the NCF for School Education 2023 have guided us to reimagine classrooms as joyful, play-based, activity-oriented spaces where children can learn naturally and meaningfully. This is a significant shift from teaching as instruction to teaching as facilitation, from rote learning to experiential learning, and from uniform methods to developmentally appropriate practices. And that is exactly where our work, our work becomes so important. The years between ages 3 to 8 are not just important, they are decisive. This is when language develops, thinking begins to take shape, social and emotional skills are formed, and the child starts making sense of the world. What we provide at this stage determines not only how children learn later, but also how they think, relate, and grow as individuals. Recognizing this, through the 2-year Diploma in Foundational Stage Education has taken on the important responsibility of preparing teachers who can create classrooms that are joyful, inclusive, and responsive to children's needs. But let us be honest, training alone is not enough. The real impact comes when training is translated into practice, and that's why today is so important. This ECCE Day provides a live platform where ideas are not just discussed, but demonstrated, where innovation is not spoken about, but experienced. As teachers, our role is not just to teach, but to continuously reflect, adapt, and grow with our children. Along with joyful learning, we must also pay attention to how children are progressing through simple, continuous, and developmentally appropriate ways of assessment as guided by NCF. Today's event, when we see learning corners, project displays, cultural and skill-based demonstrations, food and nutrition corners, and live classroom practices, we are actually seeing the spirit of NAP 2020 and NCF coming alive. These activities are powerful reminders that children do not learn best under pressure. They learn best when they are engaged, when they play, explore, move, talk, question, and experience joy in learning. I'm especially happy to see that many of these practices are low cost, locally adaptable, and rooted in our own context. This is very important for a state like Nagaland, where community knowledge, culture, and local resources are rich and meaningful. Our goal should not be to copy models, but to create contextually relevant and culturally grounded learning experiences. As we celebrate today, I would like to place one thought before all of us. Let this not remain a one-time event. Let this grow into a sustained movement across diets, across schools, and across communities. A movement where ECCE is understood not just by teachers, but by parents, communities, and all stakeholders. Because early childhood education is not the responsibility of one institution, it is a shared responsibility. If we can continue this momentum, this platform can evolve into a space for continuous innovation, professional dialogue, and collaborative learning. It can strengthen the partnership between schools and communities, ensuring that every child receives a nurturing, inclusive, and meaningful early learning experience. Before I conclude, let me leave you with a simple thought. If adults had even half of the energy of children, every meeting would feel like a festival. On this wonderful occasion, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the ECCE SAIL, SCERT Nagaland, and to all the in-service teacher trainees of DFSE for this meaningful initiative. Your efforts are not just commendable, they are shaping the future. I wish this program great success and many more such inspiring initiatives in the years ahead. Thank you all. Wishing you a joyful, enriching, and memorable ECCE Day.
To everyone. I'll try to translate the song, the Connect Relavi. Oh my baby, oh my baby. Our baby's mother has gone to the granary. Our baby's father has gone to the battle, drenched in rain. Oh my baby, my baby. Has anyone seen our baby's mother? She was seen plucking flowers by the roadside. Please tell her to hurry home. Tell her the baby is crying. The baby is crying. Oh my baby, sleep my baby.
Ayo wale na wale, ayo wale na wale, om na hunu bung do you, om na hu bawan song sai le soni, santo karau rai, santo karau rai, oh I oh, ayo wale na wale, ayo wale na wale, kung na hunu dengan ja, may po paglingan doray, paglingan doray, kang bang hai le siyong siyay ko, hai le siyong siyay ko, now sa lengo dayale, lengo dayale, oh I oh, ayo wale na wale, ayo wale yukole, kanau imu oh, kanau imu oh, hamay nawa shitai to, hamay nawa shitai to, tanur da chong apuang, tanur da chong apuang, angaro ipisya, angaro ipisya, ninga zubelo, ninga zubelo, anyo zugalalo, anyo zugalalo, it's a royapang, it's a royapang, anyo zozeleche, anyo zozeleche, ano vozete, ano vozete, it's a riot singo, it's a riot singo.
Respected Chairperson, our special guest, our Director, distinguished guests, respected teachers, and my dear student friends, a very good morning to you all. It is a very great honor and privilege for me to stand before you to share a few thoughts and experiences during my DFEC journey at ECRD Kohima. DFEC training has not only enhanced our professional knowledge but helped us grow as individuals. During this training, we have gained a deeper understanding of child development, inclusive education, and the importance of creating a joyful and engaging learning environment for young learners. We have learned that teaching is not just about delivering a lesson, but about shaping lives and building strong foundations for the future. We understood that every child is unique and it is our responsibility to respect the individuality and support their learning. During this journey, we have understood the importance of patience, empathy, and respect. Our mentors have played a crucial role in building our confidence and skills as future educators. We are truly inspired by your support, encouragement, and dedication. Your guidance has motivated us to become a responsible and committed teachers who can truly make a positive change in our society. This journey also highlighted the importance of community participation, which made us realize that education is a shared responsibility and meaningful learning happens when all stakeholders work together. Before I conclude, I would like to say that this training has been a memorable journey filled with learning, growth, and experiences. At the same time, as we celebrate ECCE Day, it is important to reflect critically on the realities of implementation. While our policies and framework are thoughtfully designed and aligned with global standards, thereafter exists a noticeable gap between policy and practices. Some challenges that I can immediately think of and I feel should be acknowledged are: number one, infrastructure limitation in many schools, especially in the remote areas, and lack of continuous professional support. There is a need for stronger monitoring and support system to ensure that ECCE guidelines are effectively implemented at grassroots level. Bridging the gap between policy and practice required a collective effort from policymakers, administrators, educators, and the community alike. I would like to say this to my respected fellow teacher trainees: let us accept this journey with dedication and passion. There is no differences in the potential of children studying in government or private schools. The real differences comes from us, the teacher. So our dedication, our teaching method, in our support. We must also utilize the resources that are provided by government judiciously to ensure quality education and better outcomes for every child. I'd like to encourage all of us to strive to turn the vision of ECCE Nagaland into a live reality in every classroom and in every community. Thank you all for your kind attention.
I take this privilege to share a brief insight on the experiences and impact that diploma in foundational stage education had on us. We had multiple insightful sessions with different resource persons and our mentors guiding and supporting us thus far, equipping us with skills crucial for educating 21st century learners, taking us to a point of realization that the real essence of teaching lies not in successful content delivery, but in knowing who our learners really are, identifying their potential, their strength, and areas they need support by engaging them in meaningful and playful activities, keeping in mind that early childhood care and education builds a foundation for lifelong learning. We feel truly privileged to be given an opportunity to undertake this course, to enhance our professional capacities, for which we extend our sincere gratitude to all the stakeholders. Much like the cliche, change is the only constant, I would like to say that we the trainees, we are the same individual, but we are no longer the same educators who attended the orientation program of DFSC in this very hall last year. We also have a short presentation, a documentation based on all that we have done so far, which we would like to present to you all. We hope that you will have a great time watching it. Thank you.
This training has significantly reshaped one's curriculum teaching. day and welcome to our outdoor learning space, where nature becomes our classroom and curiosity leads the way. Here, children don't just play outside, they discover, experiment, and grow. Hello everyone, my name is Marichy and I'm serving as a primary teacher in Government High School Review. So today I will be talking on the key benefits of outdoor learning space. So when students are exposed to outdoor learning space, they learn to develop own among their peers, their skills, and it also brings learning to life. Boost their curiosity, creativity through hands-on experience Hey everyone, I am Dr. Small primary teacher, PhD, GHS, SCERT Nagaland College in Keynote. Today I would like to share how storytelling have a great impact in fostering children's imagination, communication skills, and emotional growth, and builds essential life skills over time.
Hi, my name is Samuel. I'm currently serving as primary teacher in James Nagaland. Today I'm talking about children interacting in the teaching and learning process. Children interact in the teaching and learning process by actively constructing knowledge through play, dialogue, peer collaboration, and exploration, rather than passive absorption.
Hi, I'm Tia Puna from GPS Working to Heath and Nutrition. Here we are learning how to implement learning methods of teaching, which is child-centered teaching approach, where child learn through play and activities instead of formal instruction.
Hi, my name is Karen. I am from GPS Industrial, Bangkok Urban. Today I would like to speak about pattern outcomes children in learning development. Children are natural learning pattern detectors. Brain is wired to store pictures and patterns
Since before even language in lips. They have a natural photographic memory, and it works best when there's a repetition and symmetry. That is why they love looking beautiful objects, flash cars, vibrant colors, and even human faces. The vibrant ability lays strong foundation in future imagination.
Hello, I'm Suzanne Puna, serving as a pre-primary teacher in James Nagaland. Through this training, I got to learn more on the need to teach creative concepts to children through play, hands-on activities, stories, and daily experiences, which makes learning more natural and enjoyable, taking away the fear of numbers in children.
Thank you, trainees, for your inspiring presentation. The presentations and sharing have powerfully affirmed the immense potential that resides within our teachers, our classrooms, and our communities. A potential, when harnessed, can significantly redefine the quality of education and meaningfully impact the lives of our children. They also remind us that many teachers are doing commendable work with sincerity and dedication, often without any recognition. It is important that such efforts are brought to light, appreciated, and shared. Platforms like this allow these practices to be emulated and replicated, strengthening ECCE across our schools. We are honored to have our special guest, Madam Keynote, Additional Secretary, Government of Nagaland, Department of School Education. May I now invite her to accept a small token of our appreciation.
Happy Early Childhood Care Education Day with the theme Little Hands, Big Dreams. Thank you, Chairperson of the program, Madam Viketulu VA, Senior Lecturer, ECCE ECEL, Respected Director, SCERT, Madam Kerefe, faculty, members and lecturers of SCERT, officers, all ranks, the Department of SCERT, officers hand-holding departments and officers from the School of Education, the Directorate of School Education, Samagra Shiksha, officers from SCERT, and all distinguished guests. I would also like to congratulate and happy to see the in-service teachers having this enthusiasm in attending this program. I would like to thank the Department of SCERT for having me in this program in your midst of the educators of SCERT, the curriculum developers, the education educators. It's such a privilege to be in your midst and experience your learning attributes. I was excited to be here today because it is also an opportunity that I have seen and experienced of how this learning and teaching and upbringing of our children, the efforts that the department and the teachers are putting into. In fact, I'm highly impressed and I appreciate the department for organizing such a well-developed program in equipping our teachers with all this learning, teaching techniques, tools, the methodologies. I would also like to acknowledge the ECCE cell of CRT led by our senior lecturer, Viketulu. I wish, and I would like to request all the ECCE of this cell to please stand up and then show their face to our audience and let us give them a big applause. Thank you. This day, as we celebrate the ECCE Day, it's a big reminder and then awakening all of us that early years of a child life is very crucial. That is this foundational stage of class A, B, 1, 2. It says that 85% of the brain development occurs at this stage, that is the foundational stage. Therefore, appropriate care is very essential to nurture, to build, to take care of our children at this stage. When I was informed that there is going to be a teacher training program of today, when it says teachers training program, the word teachers, what came to my mind was a classroom, a textbook, notebook, and the teachers giving, lectures, teaching, and the students, with the fearful attitude just right under the nose of a teacher, and the teacher, I just had this imagination, like the teacher walking around and then shouting, "Hey, keep quiet, study!" And then again the teacher, "Hey, who is talking?" Okay, that kind of, imagination I had when I was approached, for this program, but no, it's a big no. What I've come to learn through this very brief, of our program, I've come to know that these teachers are very special teachers. They are very special kind of teachers. They are the ones who takes extra effort, extra care nurturing our children. They are the ones who hold the hands of our children, teaching them how to write, how to read, clean them, making all efforts to make the child happy. Now, if we have, looked into so many of our childhood experiences also, we come across, some parents saying that it is because of that teacher my child got interested to study. Had it not been that teacher, my child would have not continued his or her studies. Because we come across the parents having tough time in consoling their children, refusing to go to school, their stubbornness, but it is the teachers who takes care of them, who makes their learning more interesting. Again, that makes them feel change, their way of their thinking and then the love for the school. So, my brief here has made me realize that these are very special kind of teachers. And what do they possess? I just came to learn through our, teachers sharing their experiences. It has given me to learn that, these are the kind of teachers who possess the passion and love for teaching. They care our children. These are the teachers. They possess the empathy, the passion for, they don't mind, because taking care of such children at this foundational stage, they need to keep on repeating to make them understand. A person like me cannot. Once or twice is enough. I will not repeat it. I would have been saying that. But I have learned, I've come to know that they are the ones who have this patience and empathy. It also gave me to realize that seeing all their activities that has just been screened out, the kind of, today's environment in this room, the entrance on the stairs, their presentations, everything, there is flexibility and creativity in them, making learning very interesting, joyful. Therefore, I consider these kind of teachers, they are the heroes, they are the future shapers and builders of our next generation. My appeal is that when you go back to your schools, instill in our students what you have gained, what you have, with all these learning techniques, with all this learning methodology, with all this skills that you have benefited from this training. Don't let it go in waste. I'm very confident, and I would like to share that if we instill this kind of teaching in our government schools, we will surely increase the students' enrollment in our schools, in our government schools. Why should the parents not have the first choice, the first priority of admitting their children to our schools? I think it's also a time for us to ponder today. A reminder for us today that, the parents should feel that their first choice should be the government schools, not having the, per se of that I didn't get my child's admission in the private school, so opine I government school, they hate Dibo. Please let us not create this environment notion to the parents. And I believe and I trust in you all that we can make our schools much better than the private schools. We always speak of private schools, though we don't need to. We don't need to compare or compete with any private school. If we are performing well, automatically people will love to come to our schools. Therefore, I think since this is the first move, the first step that has been taken, the enrollment, the increase of students' enrollment in our school will be our testimony. That will be the outcome of all these trainings and all that we have learned in imparting to our students. So please, I appeal to you all that instill all these training tools, knowledge to our students and increase our enrollment. Teachers training, it is an investment. The department is investing on teachers training. And when we invest in training our teachers, we are investing in our children's future. Therefore, even teachers should take these trainings seriously and never grumble of being nominated for attending trainings. The Department of School Education and SCERT is making all efforts to shift the system of education, focusing on competency-based education, training our teachers to go more deeper into understanding our children in building their potentials, having more connections with our students, the applications and real-life connections. We believe that through this shift, our learning becomes more deeper, more meaningful, more relevant, and it is also that is applicable to the society, to the nation. If I may say that if we look into our education, a lot of news in the social media or in the papers, we hear very little or very less success of our schools. Though we have been emphasizing a lot on the development of the schools, I know there are so many challenges our teachers are facing, many challenges that our department is facing, but still the Department of School Education and SCERT is making all efforts to meet these challenges too. Therefore, I would like to request our teachers, you are all qualified teachers, you are in the field, having experiences, to give us suggestions and recommendations so that it will enable us to strengthen our education system, policies, and program holistic modules. So I also request the teachers to give your suggestions and your recommendations to the department. It is always, as the saying goes, that to be a teacher, learning can never be stopped. It is a continuous process. That's why, before I conclude, I would like to call each and every one of us to work together, to strive together, to bring students holistic development, to make our schools and institutions learning of excellence, to keep the passion and love of teaching through such constant and enthusiastic learning. Thank you so much.
We're truly grateful for your presence in our midst. As we come to the close of this formal program, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge your presence here, and which, it's a celebration, but your presence here is not ceremonial. I feel that it's a collective responsibility that we have towards strengthening the foundations of early childhood education. I would like to place on record my sincere appreciation to our respected director, SCERT, and the department for reposing their trust and giving us full liberty to conceptualize and organize this program. This encouragement has truly enabled us to bring together ideas, innovations, and collective effort in a meaningful way. I would like to also extend a special note of appreciation to our friends from the media for their presence and for capturing and carrying forward the essence of today's program to the wider community. Last but not the least, I want to acknowledge the tremendous effort behind today's event. Within a short span of time, while balancing classroom responsibilities, assignments, workshops, etc., the teacher trainees have shown remarkable sincerity and dedication to bringing this event to life. Their work today stands as a testament to what committed educators can achieve. It is a reflection of their journey from theory to practice. An exhibition has been arranged below in the second floor, where each floor and learning area has been thoughtfully designed with objectives. I encourage all of you to take your time, interact with the teachers, and explore the ideas and practices being showcased. Please also feel free to bring out the child in you and participate and explore and even engage in the activities. Some of the activities that we would like to highlight before you go down, I would just like to list up. We have a mini museum. We have a signature board where a pledge statement is on it, and I would be grateful if you all can give a signature on that pledge board. We have a— puppet show, food stall. In the bracket here,
there is something called Healthy. So it's a healthy food station, instant photography. So we have photo booths placed around the corners now. So please take photographs. It'll be memorable for all of you to capture yourself behind those beautifully decorated corners. There is also a suggestion box which you may feel free to insert your own comments and feedback. We also have the display of Kahita. Kahita is an activity that we did in our course where every teacher trainee had kind of reflected upon their childhood memories. And so many of them, they have brought their childhood toys and things that they still treasure, and it speaks a lot. And that is also displayed in one corner. We also have students' demonstration, like I had mentioned earlier. The GPS Maruzo students are here for their demonstration in the exhibition hall. We also have the learning corners, and we have the poster display area, where we also have prepared a few pamphlets for each one of you to take back, so that you go back home and reflect on what happened in today's program. So let me also mention that the refreshment corner that is set up below features a selection of traditional Naga delicacies thoughtfully prepared by our trainees. We invite all of you to experience and savor from galho to maize tea to sticky rice with chutney and more. Please do take time to pick and enjoy which interests you, okay? So thank you all for your presence, your encouragement, and for making this ECCE Day not just an event, but truly a celebration. I would like to request, as we proceed to the exhibition hall, I would like to request our special guest, Madam, to kindly inaugurate the exhibition downstairs by cutting the ribbon.
We thank God for his talent that he has blessed us, and also putting all those efforts that God has given us, and the efforts and the hard work of our teachers being showcased in this exhibition. I, on behalf of the Department of School Education and SCERT, and on behalf of all of us, I chair the exhibition.
Please have fun. Be like kids, be like kids. Have fun. 16,
Two calories down.
Oh, 6 times. I have to clap. 1, 2, 3. Now you balance. Only one line.
No, we have to balance this time. Now you poke the balance.
Balancing.
Welcome.
All the above.
Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So nice.
So this is the mini museum that we have. We have a collection of different flags, and we have also labeled the items in different languages. So you can have a look, explore the items.
So ma'am, this was also done in your school. You bring back
And it became clear. Yes, yes, ma'am.
If you're scared, say.
In the mind of our young students, and therefore we hope that trainees to come forward this year. So even next session we will try to improve
children, and also why learning has to be a lifelong practice, and making sure that we as adults create good environment.
Every teacher, every parent, and all the stakeholders, they have responsibility. Equipping our teachers will also have the skill that this skill can only bring out the most potentials of our students. Therefore, we encourage
our children with values. So in the early years of their childhood, what they hear, what they listen to, the behavior they emulate stays with them for a lifetime. And so this part of education becomes the most critical.